Hi, my name is Aliyah, and I am a disciple of Whole Heart Ministries. And I just wanted to share a little bit about how God has recently provided for me and also just encouraged me. Um, so, I'm a freshman in college, and a lot of my worry and kind of doubt stems from just the finance aspect of college and how I'm going to be able to just cover all 4 years and pay for that. And so there's been many times in the past where God has just answered my prayers, like about those worries, whether it be just through like providing scholarships and just providing opportunities for me that I would never have um, dreamt about. So recently, my friend Belen, who's also a freshman in college, was having trouble with her financial aid. And so at that time, I was also um, just kind of worried about the next year because I wasn't getting all of the grants that I did this year for next year. So there was a large part of my expenses that I didn't know how it was going to get paid. So Belen was going through a situation where her grants weren't being processed from the semester before, and so they weren't allowing her to enroll for this semester. Um, and so the financial aid office and the residence office gave her from Thursday to Monday to figure out how to get her grants processed and also how to get permission from each teacher to get enrolled. And so she asked me for help, and we didn't have much time because we had just Thursday, Friday, and a little bit of Monday. And so Belen was very stressed the whole time, and I helped her with phone calls a lot of the times, but there was also many times where I was just praying for just an answer of what to do and how to help. And so when Monday came around, Belen was just completely discouraged and um, just did not think that she was going to be able to stay for that semester, and just concerned that she wasn't going to graduate in 4 years. And so we made one last call as Belen was packing, and a lady that we had spoken to before answered, and we just explained the situation again. And I remember that I was just praying for God to just show us an answer and just help us figure out what we need to do. And within that 15-minute phone call, um, the lady was able to somehow get the grants processed um, and also help her get enrolled. And so within that short amount of time, um, basically everything that she had worried about and I had worried about for the past weekend and then some was just completely answered, and just all of the worries were gone. And so that in itself was a big prayer answered. And we still had a problem where she was going to have to pay a large late fee for her bill, and it was just not doable for her at all. And the lady called us back after that phone call, and she said that somehow she was able to find $1,000 to give Belen. Just $1,000 with no reason of where it came from or how she was able to find it. So Belen got $1,000 that day to take care of the expenses that she had no idea how they were going to be taken care of. And I remember one of my friends was there, and her first reaction was, "This is from God. Like there's no other explanation of how this could have happened. And so that was a huge encouragement to me, um, because I was still worrying about how I would be able to cover the next year. And it just reminded me of all the times that God has provided for me before, um, and all the times that it's been clear that um, I've been where He's wanted me to be, that being in college is where He wants me to be in this moment. And so that was a huge encouragement to me. Um, so I stopped worrying as much about how I was going to pay for the next year and just really just kind of put it in God's hands and um, just put it in His hands. And so I had a not even a week later, I think, I had a call with a mentor of mine from high school. And so she was just calling to kind of see how I was doing. And I didn't really bring up my concern for the next year, because at that point it was just out of my hands, and I wasn't going to worry about it anymore. Um, and so she had actually asked me about the grants that I was missing for next year. She'd asked me if I was able to get them again. And so I told her no, that I had missed the deadline because I was missing things for the application. And within that phone call, she was looking up things as we were talking, and she told me that she'd call me right back. And so when she called me back, she told me that she had contacted my financial aid office and a couple of people that she knew from my school, and somehow she was able to find a way for me to submit my application past the deadline so that I would be able to get the funds for next year. And that was just, it just kind of blew me away, because not even a week after just having that experience with Belen, God had already answered my prayers as soon as I decided to just stop worrying about it. And so um, it's just another encouragement and another instance that I just keep looking back on when I get worried about how I'm going to cover things in the future, because it just kind of reminds me that it's not in my hands, and so it's in God's hands. And so it just gives me comfort to know that I don't have to worry about it too much. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to share that, because it's been really encouraging for me, and just it's helped me to kind of get rid of worry and doubt and just trust God. So yeah, thank you.